wagon.
Oh, take a look. This is the overall total points.
Wow, finally. Wait, access rate 1.
Still staying strong.
On top of the table, and you got Geek
3
Fam.
Malaysians?
Wait a second.
What?
Malaysian domination, and speaking of which, it's ONix here, starting off with the first blood, taking out Bigatron Red Aliens. Player out there, what a bummer. And this farm section is the hometown of Bigatron, and they're getting punished all across.
Oh my god, there was a car that just came straight in. Oh, meanwhile, gunshots though. I think it's 4 rivals having some fights of their own someplace else, which is not enlarged, so I can't quite specify it.
Yeah,
just
they're
yet.
taking it on to RRQ Ryu and Riff, finding the kill onto Nepeko. Taps coming in from Zuxi. You better watch out if you're going to be ONix Esports. And Jeff didn't take the memo. But now we're getting ourselves a spectacle here. ONix getting rushed upon. They've just taken the fight against Bigatron Red Aliens, and now EVOS Reborn pushing in. It's going to be Auro there. First one to crash out. Senbei's going to be the next one to fall. And look at how swift they go. And it's going to be the rest of EVOS Esports getting many of all their numbers. RedFace just getting tagged though. But ONix only have 1 more remaining in the form of C-Sky only. And they have to give respect to C-Sky only because he can still clutch out some of all these situations.
However, EVOS does have all their 4 members though, so they're just going to focus fire right into the smoke. If not, maybe even push straight in here. There we go. RedFace, no fear. Just going through, showing ONix Esports how it should be done when you have the advantage, pushing straight on forward.
Whoa.
And, well, claiming that victory. 4 kills to the side of EVOS.
That is some sharp shooting coming out of RedFace. And he just sees through the windows. He saw that small little pixel on the sleeve, and he's like, okay, got myself that final member of ONix. And the Infinity says that I don't care who you are hiding in the building. You gotta basically get off of the roof. This is a classic Bigatron strategy, you know, like having a member up there and you just get that sort of a POV that nobody's going to be able to seek you out. And the only way to flush it out is by grenades, and Infinity is no strangers to this situation.
Well, they have to close it fast, though, because Infinity, they might make a rotation over once they have all members rounding the sides. It's going to be, well, worse for wear for Ryzen, as now they will have all eyes on top and could even look to push their way on top here. So Ryzen has to be careful. The nades coming in from all angles. Newsy toss one a little bit too high. Meanwhile, Geek Fam, Snipes getting taken out earlier on. Oh, it clipped.
This ain't fair.
Yeah. Finally, we'll have to make an exit down on the low ground.
They saw him going down, though.
Yeah, takes the first aid kit. Do they know? They're not making a move. Oh, there we go, Shirley.
They know. They heard the ton. And, oh my! Ryzen's trying to fight right back.
Oh,
he will find a knock. He secures the kill, and he still will fall, though.
Hey, but good enough for him that he could have gone out with no points.
Right. And Ryzen, at least this time, of course, holding for long enough.
I guess it's what you mentioned earlier on, Bigatron making this weird call, sending like scouts out, which is telling about their mentality, right? Oh, hold my thought, because Vampire Esports finds another one of their brothers here. It's the Sharks, MSC Chonburi, being taken out here as they tried to push onto Vampire when they took out Fluketh. And now to follow along is Schweppes by the back end here. MSC just tying things up, if not giving themselves an advantage here. Ravenclaw will be in prime position in case they do overextend far forward. He will come in with the flank.
Well, you know, like, I look at Bats, I look at Sharks, and have you watched the recent Suicide Squad?
Oh yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. I hated it.
You hated it?
Yeah.
I find it to be not as bad as the previous Suicide Squad.
Well, yeah, true enough. But, you know, it's like one of those superhero movies with no plot content kind of thing. It was a bit of a
It was more fun.
Yeah.
But, you know, who was not having that much fun? Bonsai. Yeah. This is the little Shark Boy. Oh, Sharkman. I don't know what you call that guy again. But, like, yeah, the character's pretty cute. I guess, like, at least that Shark was more well-fed as compared to MS Chonburi right now. Yeah. This is the current situation. They're playing outside of the play zone here, and I guess they do zone out VPE 2 times in a row. Crash out early.
Talking about being well fed. It seems like
yeah.
they got the whole team right there. Oh, meanwhile, FaZe though, eyes onto Axis, sprays one down. That is one member outside of his vehicle and will be on his knees. Micah OP begging for
flip.
please. Kachang Susu next to fall in, and that is the casualty for the side of Axis. Only one member remaining, and remember, they are #1 in the overalls. Can this game be the ones where people overtake them?
Yeah, and I want to set my sights onto FaZe Clan for a while, and you just look at how well they've been playing. Last week, okay, I have the sheet of paper, 78 points was what they got. And you look at this week, they got more than 100 points within this 2 days, and now here comes the fight. Dammer now taking down onto Riv as they have Pmpl here to hold out onto the compound. Team Seekers rushing right in! Pmpl, how long can he actually defend this one? I don't think for long, though. It's going to be a little bit back against the wall. And Pmpl tried his best. Not going to be enough.
Well, this is kind of bad news for the top 3 teams right now. If they bow out right now, which means that number will be set. And that gives chances for all the other teams below to take over. And FaZe is looking like they want the #1 spot really bad.
FaZe Clan, we're just taking their sweet time to do that. They know that the entirety of the outskirts are cleared off. And just going to leave that member that's knocked high and dry.
It's one member of Axis on top of the sniper's nest here.
They chased them, true. Dang.
Oh, he's taking shots though from EVOS from the other end of the map, or Infinity. It could be either one of the two here, but well, FaZe, you're gonna have to come here and do what you have to do and finish it fast before other teams comes in and prey upon you. So they tossed up the Molotov. He will get burned. You can tell by his HP.
Damage.
Faris falling pretty low. Actually,
it's the final member as well.
he survived. There you go. Nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Tony K didn't have to even look. He knows that, okay, I covered every angle that I could cover. It's like you go into an exam. There's multiple choice answer, and you just know the answer. you know what you're doing on that sheet of paper where you're supposed to blacken it out. You blacken all the other answers, and you just leave the correct answer out.
Process of elimination.
Yeah, it's just to, tell the teacher, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, don't take my word for it. Don't do that on your exam sheet, okay? Now, eye shots. Lend that one onto Luppy. We have 4 teams eliminated early. It's only phase 4. And Axis Rate 1. The leader of the pack currently down. Geek Fam does have a chance. Meanwhile, NFP getting crashed upon by Team Secret.
Oh, he was just standing there. It's a bit weird, that strat, but I guess he just waved the white flag before it began.
Maybe he wasn't really paying attention, or he had a notification going on. It's like, okay, this is going to be a tough pill to swallow. And immediately having a perfect angle drawn. Tried to pull off a clutch here and not going to be able to get that one sorted out. Team Secret, they say they want to go aggro, and this is where you look at them.
Look at the Sharks, though. The Sharks, do they look to crash?
They can do that, but it's quite an awkward angle for them to move in right now. But they know that the fight is settled. Problem is, they were hoping that Team Secret is damaged in this fight. Not apparently so. They're quite ready to take this fight head on. And no matter what, they have to pass through Team Secret. Now, Team Secret having that gatekeeper's advantage. They just have all the time in the world to take this fight against MSC.
Yeah, all the smokes in the waters won't be enough. Meanwhile, Banam taking out Tony K. That's a big flex coming up from Banam, but can they seal the job here? It looks like they can. That's 2 members down. Silence doing work here up against FaZe Clan, and now FaZe Clan Ventoris makes it in, takes one out. That's White Cat down for the count, and the entire Banam is dwindled down to just Silence and Capone on left to guard this compound itself. But can they close this one off though and secure at least a decent amount of kill going their way?
Quite tough for FaZe Clan. They have Tony K basically crawling on the outskirts, and there is not going to be a way that Ventoris can go in for the save. He has to be the only member to hold this one out while they do have to circle though. Unless if Tony K can crawl all the way through. Now, members being knocked. MS Chambori in trouble. Kid, as well as iShot, they are launching a little bit of a sneak attack. More smokes in the way as they are blotting out MSC. But this might actually give away a little bit of information. Meanwhile, I believe that there is a member of Team Secret that is getting shot there as Infinity is moving along by the circle. It's a double gatekeeping being set up.
Yeah, it's very crucial that Infinity takes this one out because look at that, 221 points. They're in prime position to compete for the #1 spot. Meanwhile, MSC just getting shredded by their feet here as they try to push on in out of desperation, and MSC will probably bow out from the blue zone, but no, even Jumper wants to secure that great white fin soup. Now, meanwhile, now Bandam continues their stride, seem to be strong up against FaZe Clan, but the nade will be coming in from a third party, I believe.
And that's from Lyzerg as well.
So EVOS secures one for themselves.
Kind of feels rough for BN United because come on, they worked pretty hard for those numbers, and it's against FaZe Clan. And gotta just take the limelight away. So Lyzerg, that's kind of on you. Team Secret, they played aggressively. They got 9 pointers to book off the round there on the top 8 finish. Meanwhile, Damroot now getting sniped. Zunos bring out the meaning 14 while Bigatron Red Aliens still have the twin brothers inside of the farm shack. And they are inside of the circle without all the other teams bugging them at the moment. Geek Fam holding by the trees. And to take 5 steps forward to get to phase 6.
Now, we've seen what 2 members can do earlier on today with FaZe, Tony K and Ventores. Now, can BTR pull off the same stunt here? Zunaus now pinning down RedFace. EVOS is in track. I'm pretty sure they know about that with the earlier nades, but can EVOS play out of this sticky situation? It seems like it's open field from here on out, and they will have to push their way in. RRQ is well within the vicinity, with, I think, 3 teams now occupying inside their circle.
3 teams inside the circle, but it's definitely hard to pinpoint who has the best of advantage other than Bigatron Aliens there with the safe compound. EVOS Esports, this is their chance to shine as well, and BN United making their way into the top 7 with a few of all these kill points that they've managed to secure. And speaking of BN United, they're rushing right in, challenging Zuxi as well. Zuxi brings out the Thompson, but he's pretty much catching far. He's going to be coming up with the Molotov of his own, blocking the entry. And that is a smart move. A grenade will exchange between the 2 of them. And now it's down to Zunas, but Zunas is also down and out. It leaves out to Al Capone to save the day. Silence will be picked up. A lot of smokes by the door, and this is basically a house absolutely set on fire. Trailing with a blaze. Zuxi will pick up Luxy right here. Yeah. One of twin brothers like we've called them beforehand. Now, needing to just last till the very end. And let's see if they got what it takes to get the dinner. Meanwhile, Uzi, he goes down.
Yeah, EVOS is doing so much pickoffs here. They have been third-partying since we remembered here when it comes to this last map in Erangel. So many teams have they picked off, and now their points are going up the board. We've seen now hitting the 221 mark. 3 teams hitting 222, so Infinity is in contention as well. Geek Fam, though.
I need your attention right now.
Why?
BN United, they won that compound fight, and they also challenged EVOS Reborn. They're wrestling every Indonesian team that there is.
Yeah, we're talking about how BN United came back in the last day of the weekday. And could this very be the moment once again, though? They will try, but Geek Fam and EVOS and Infinity, if they were to push straight in, surely that compound, there's a team right behind BN. If they do not look at that, then that could be their bane of existence.
That might have actually been a possible bane out there, and that team is going to be, well, Damroot alone.
Hey, it's Damroot.
Yeah, don't underestimate the power of what Damroot can actually bring. GodTunny, though, has to clutch it off, but it's Infinity who have sent a full squadron straight at the likes of the single unit of Infinity. Top 4 finish, great stuff from the Infinity, but Damroot is chilling. He's trying to play the killing game. he could have easily walked in though, but he heard shots coming from EVOS. It's a battle between BN as well as EVOS to make the decider here.
They're gonna push.
Bammer can find an angle.
Look at Lyzerg though, he's just driving straight in.
Wow.
He took a bunch of hits. His vehicle will be held in place. Now it goes down to he who has the compound, but they have the numbers on the side of EVOS. They crashed in. They're right at the doorstep here. EVOS finding their way in against the two of Venom.
1 HP! Now grenades!
Grenade will be tossed on out. Does not take anyone down just as of yet, though. The crosshairs have been focused fire upon Venom, making sure that Capone does not come out the peak. And now EVOS playing the slow burn. He got one! Capone!
It's huge for PN United. They've not gotten a chicken they were for so long. And if they win EVOS, a huge chance for them to redeem themselves. Silence now down on the ground. It's all up to Capone.
All one player for BN, and they will bow out just to the sure numbers. EVOS Reborn, the White Tigers, they claim it.